How did you go from being one of a civil rights lawyer
Yeah.
to then doing IP?
Yeah, yeah.
How did that happen?
I saw so it I don't interesting enough, I don't see a lot of a difference.
You know,
I
okay.
don't. And the reason I say that is because starting a business, right? It's everything you're putting into this business. Your money,
Yeah.
your livelihood, you're leaving people behind, your family, you're leaving your time for. So I take that as a serious matter where it's something that some of these businesses, it's your entire life savings, right? So I always treat every client in that manner of not taking it for granted and understanding whatever product, whatever you create into this company, I'm going to take it extremely seriously because you're putting the time into it. You're putting your money into it to talk to me,
Right,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So I see it, obviously life and death are very different situations, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
and natural rights and human rights are different. But I think when it comes to business aspect, this is your livelihood. This is what
Yeah,
you're doing.
yeah,
And
support your
I take
family.
that extremely seriously to support your family. I'm going to help you however I can.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And so how do you like being an IP attorney?
Um, I get to have conversations with business owners and creatives, and I get to solve their problems,
Yeah.
which is as I've gotten older, it's a skill set that I've learned to do very well and something that I love to do.
Right, yeah.
So when I see these people, when I see business owners and creatives, a lot of them have similar issues. And it's
Yeah.
just like, I have a problem. I created a product
Yeah.
and I don't know how to protect it. I created a piece of artwork and I
Yeah.
don't know how to protect it. And that's why I can come in and give you different solutions and different ways to solve those problems, right?
Yeah, it's
So I really do enjoy it a lot because of the fact that I get to have consistent conversations with business owners.
yeah.
Yeah.
And through Trademarkia, what kind of
Yeah.
clients do you work with?
Oh, well, I've had the interesting enough is that working with Trademarkia now, I've been able to expand globally in terms of now I have clients as far as Asia, France, South Africa, Latin America,
Yeah.
where before I didn't have that much of an access to the global network before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I think that that's helped me a lot to understand the global importance of being an attorney because I
Yeah.
think that today's day and age, if you're not an attorney thinking globally, you're going to get left behind.
Right.
Yeah.
So where do you see that happen? So where is this profession going in the next few years?
I think that we're going to have to improve in the systems that we have created from the past. I always say that we're basically dealing with intellectual property laws for digital creations with laws that did not have digital understandings as part of it, right? So like we're dealing with digital creations, the laws of it before the word digital existed,
Yeah.
right? In the way that we know it. So I think that from the legal aspect, as far as the government, as far as the laws themselves go, I think they need to expand and change and understand that. And I think attorneys, we need to help the government to understand that.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of holes in that when it comes to that. But I do think that trademark law is a way to be able to expand those protections. Where I feel that copyright law, not so much. So
Yeah.
I think that in order for the IP industry to expand on this, we need to also offer more ways to protect the digital footprint of
Yeah.
creators and
And you've been
businesses.
involved in crypto and other things too, right?
Yes, my first legal job, like for my career, was basically trying to figure out how do we get Muhammad Ali's intellectual property rights on the blockchain through a licensing agreement
That's great.
at a time when nobody knew what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
And so we were able to actually set out a licensing agreement and we were able to sign up to, I think it was about 45 athletes
Oh,
in the
nice.
same contract that I
Oh,
created with
cool.
them.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's amazing. So the crypto industry also too, I feel where it's a very polarized industry
Yeah.
where you either extremely love crypto or you extremely hate crypto.
Right.
I'm in the middle where I think there's tons of opportunities to expand in the industries and improve our daily way
So
of
what
life.
kind of clients do you like working with the best?
Um, I would have to say that it's the ones that are not necessarily 0 to 1, which I do and love. I love those conversations, maybe like 1 to 2.
Well,
Where now at this point in my career, where it's I have a company established, we have a couple of products out, but now we're doing our big product launch
yeah, yeah.
for 5 to 10 products.
Yeah, yeah.
How can we strategically figure that out throughout the globe?
Yeah, yeah.
And that because it gives me a better understanding of, well, I got to call some other people in Trademarkia. How do we protect this in South Africa? And how do we do this in Spain? Because I don't know that yet.
Yeah,
Right. So that's why I'm working with other attorneys to solve those issues in other countries, but then also in the United States handling that. So those are my favorite clients.
So you've got a pretty good social media following too, is it?
Some a little bit.
And why'd you do that? Why'd you get into that? How did that?
I do feel that social media, it's another polarizing thing, right? It's either you love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
But for me, social media has always gotten me into the rooms, even into other continents that I had never stepped into before because of social media. We came to INTA today,
Yeah.
and 5 different attorneys I'd never met in my life called me as I'm walking past them. Pablo, I know you because of my LinkedIn, because of my Instagram, because of my website, because of my social media presence. And I feel that that's an opportunity that you can get into so many rooms,
Right.
never leaving your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I steal that opportunity. And I think that you have to also lead by authenticity when you do that, because especially in today's day and age, people see past, right? If you're being fake and not real.
Yeah.
And so I try to remain as authentic as possible with my social media presence. So people trust me and they know that I'm not lying to you. This is who I am.
And you basically, you've also solved life. You stay in shape. You're living where you want in the home. So tell me, you talk about all those things.
Family.
Yeah.
I dedicate that to my family.
That's good.
It takes say what is it takes a village, right? I'm still being raised by realists. I'm still getting there, so I'm trying my best.
What advice would you give to a new entrepreneur today
Yeah.
that's trying to start out and try to make something?
So from what I've seen the past, let's say 5 to 7 years, right? VCs that if you want to get venture capital injected into your company,
Yeah.
there was a standpoint where they could justify having a team of 10,
Right.
right? You could say, I need a team of 10, so I need this amount of money to pay this team of 10 to get all these developers, to get my marketing, to get everything done. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think now it's all you need is a team of 3 and a lot of really good AI.
Yeah.
A really good developer, a CEO, a COO, right?
The
That's
barriers
it.
to entry are less.
The barrier entries are less. The accessibility is through the roof now. I've done so much stuff with AI on my own,
Yeah.
and I think that entrepreneurs really need to understand how to incorporate AI into their companies to make these systems they have run faster and more efficient.
Right.
So I would definitely say incorporate tech as much as you can with AI, and don't stop developing. Just push barriers. Why not? Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, thank you for sharing your inspiring story with us. I appreciate it.
Much appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you
for
so much.
joining us, dude.
Awesome.
Protect your brand with Trademarkia. Register your trademark on trademarkia.com.